Hey guys, Jess here. I'm back tonight with another 20-minute motivator, and tonight I am tackling this pile right here that I found while redoing my craft room and tidying it up. So I have a bunch of random purchases that were tucked away in a bag that I completely forgot about. Let me know if you guys are guilty of that at all, or if I'm the only one. I'd love to hear from you. I might be alone in that, but yeah, I buy things on sale. I put them in, leave them in the bag with all intents and purposes of putting them away, and I forget about them. Yeah, so probably not the best thing in the world, but it happens and I do it. And then I find them later. And so tonight I am taking my 20 minutes and I am putting them away. I am repackaging them and I am putting them away. So I hope you will join me and find your own task to do for the next 20 minutes, and let's tackle something together. So here we go. I'm going to set the timer and we're off for the next 20 minutes. All right, how you guys doing? It is February already, and we are cruising through this year, it feels like. Where did January go? That's what I want to know. It's been super busy here for me in my work life, you know, and especially. So, and then me redoing my craft room has been another crazy adventure, but we're pretty much done. I'm just kind of finding my flow and my jam here, making sure everything is kind of like in a good place, because you know, when you move things around, you think you might like it, you know, in a certain way. Oh, this is a collection. I want to keep this. And then after you get working, you kind of change your mind. You're like, oh, maybe this might not work out the way I thought it was, or I don't like this product here or there, or so on and so forth. So I'm in that phase right now. I have like the general layout done, but as far as, you know, permanent homes for everything, I'm still kind of up in the air a little bit. So that's where I'm at. But as soon as, you know, I have the home, you know, the permanent homes for everything, I am going to be doing a full room tour with some, you know, details on how I've stored everything. So that is coming. I know a lot of you have enjoyed following me on my adventure of the reorg of my craft room. It was quite an undertaking. It turned out much larger of a project than I originally anticipated. But that being said, I am like so happy with the result. I'm loving it. I'm just so bummed that I'm like so tired at night from work that I don't spend as, you know, much time crafting right now. So I'm trying to get back into the swing of things and spend more time in my happy place. So, but this is a busy time of year for me. So it's kind of, you know, I only get nighttime to scrap. So it's been a little bit challenging, but I'm here and I'm, you know, I'm back and I'm trying to get motivated, and these videos certainly help me do that. So, and I know a lot of you have let me know in the comments that, hey, you miss these, you love these, and so I'm getting them back into the routine, I promise. You guys are so wonderful, and you motivate me as well, so thank you. Okay, so we've gotten, what I've done here for my stuff as I'm chatting along is I've kind of got everything kind of like categorized. You can't see it all, but I've got paper, thickers and stickers, rub-ons, ephemera stamps, pad stickers, and then I actually have a collection that I'm going to keep together. So I'm going to start with that. I bought, so Joann's had like, I remember when I bought this stuff, Joann's had like this super sale after Christmas sale. I think it was in January, and they had the Twilight One Canoe 2 collection. These were, I think, 20 cents a piece or 15 cents a piece a sheet, something crazy like that. I don't remember what it was. So I grabbed 2 of each because I just find this collection so beautiful. I love the colors, I love the design, and so I was like, I am grabbing it and I am buying all the bits and pieces of this collection. I mean, aren't these papers just beautiful? I was so excited, and I love the moss. Aren't they gorgeous? I can't wait to have fun with those. And so I just loved it so much that I bought 2 of everything, because I always regret, I don't often buy single sheets. It's very rare unless it's a pattern I absolutely have to have, which there are some in here. But this was an entire collection. You could buy them in single sheets, but it was the entire collection, and so I scooped it up. And I've learned over the years that I always buy 2 of every paper because I always regret not buying 2 when I love it. So that's what I have done here. And these are just, this collection is just awesome. And there were so many, as you can see. I think we're nearing the bottom. Yeah, so that is the entire collection. So in addition to this, they had the ephemera, which I already have a couple of these. But I got 2 more. Look, $1.97, and I think there was like I got an additional like 20% off that day. Like, it was a super steal. Like, I've never seen prices so cheap at Joann's. I had walked in there to like kill time. I don't know if I was like picking up dinner or something. I'm like, oh, I'll just, walk in, see what's new. And yeah, I walk out spending like $60, but I got a lot of stuff. So they have the rub-ons. I already have 1 set of these, but again, I wanted to use this all as a collection because I've dabbled, I've picked apart the ones I already own. And then they had the sticker sheets as well. $1.97, $1.97. I was so excited. So I'm going to keep this as a collection. And so when I have a collection, I like to use my envelopes. I don't have any more of my firm-sided ones. What I mean by that, let me see if I can grab one. I like to keep my collections in these. You get them from Hobby Lobby, but I'm all out. I gotta buy some more. So I also get these at Hobby Lobby. I bought a bunch when they used to give you 50% off at the paper shop collection. And so I recycle them, obviously. And so I have a bunch of these, but I need to get more of these because my collections are growing faster than I can use them or I use them. So, but I like the firmer sides better, but these work still really well. So I'm going to put this collection in here, and then I'll add it to my shelf. I'll label it and add it to my shelf to be used at a later time. I think this set is beautiful for any layout, but I think like the lightning bugs, and I don't know, it just kind of has like a glamorous, what is it called? Like a glampy feel, like glamping. I think that's like the new term, like glamorous camping. That's what this reminds me of. Now, when we go camping, it's not glamorous at all. We are in like our sweats and a t-shirt the entire time, like messy hair, don't care. We're relaxing around the fire, but I still think of some like beautiful, some great photos of camping that I would use this for. And this is like summer night kind of scrapbook paper. I don't know. Like we do a lot of nights around the fire at our house, and that's just what I envision scrapping with this collection. So I was super, super excited to get it. All right, so this is all set except for the labeling, and I'll do that after. So here are the rest of my single sheets. So donuts, I had to get donuts because my son just loves donuts, and I have so many pictures of him eating donuts that I had to pick this up. And I got some beautiful florals. These are from Jen Hatfield Hey Hello collection. This Amy Tan rainbows. Some of the pink paisley hearts. So a lot of these are multicolor, and that's why I picked them up. Oh, I have that from the One Canoe collection as well. I gotta add that. I forgot about these. Aren't those beautiful? Again, I had to get 2. I might fussy cut one out for a layout. It's kind of where my head is at, so I gotta add that to the envelope too. Thought that was so pretty. So for my single sheets that don't go with a collection, I put them in, I sort them by color, essentially. So let's see here. Get this all re-wrapped up. So all of these are multicolor in my mind. I mean, they do have solid colors on the back, but my favorite side. So I basically file them based on the side that's my favorite. So I loved all these sides, the A side I think it's called. And so I'm gonna organize them by that. So let me get my color folder. So here is my multicolor, pink, purple, and multicolor folder. So these are all falling into the multicolor category. So I'm just going to slide them in the front. This is about at capacity, so I really need to get moseying on scrapping with these. I am not scrapping enough, obviously, because I still have a lot of product. And then for the donuts, I consider this blue because that's the dominant, like a blue-green, it's a dominant color. So this is my blue, green, yellow, and orange folder. So I'm going to find my blue section, which is more like a teal. I don't have it labeled or anything. I just kind of like have them in a somewhat rainbow order, and I just slide this in. And ta-da, paper is organized. Alright, so next I have is my loose ephemera packs. So these are organized by my CD sleeves. So I have some leftover ones because I have used some ephemera. Go me. Since these are the same collection, I'm just going to need 2 envelopes, and I'm going to put them all in the 2 envelopes. So let me get some scissors. And I really, I appreciate myself after I do this, because it's so nice to have everything neat and organized, and then I know what I have and what I need to use. So if I don't put it away, I don't know what I have, and it's just, you know, I might rebuy again, or I might be looking for something while I'm scrapbooking, and I'm like, oh, I wish I had, you know, this embellishment, and come to find out, I did have it. It was just tucked away. So it's really good to open up, repackage, and put away your product so you know you have line of sight into what you own. I don't know how many times that I've slacked and I've not put stuff away, and I've created a layout, and then only later on to find out, oh, there's the item I was looking for that I thought I had that I couldn't find. So you'd think I would learn my lesson, but it's a habit. I have a hard habit to break for me, is to put stuff away immediately after I buy them. I have like little areas of my room that collect stuff, you know, that I bring in. Excuse me. They just kind of, you know, they just kind of land wherever I put them. I mean, I try, I should say, it's a poor attempt, but I do try to have some sort of system. Like, these were all on my, once I found them, I put everything on my embellishment cart so I could see that I needed to take care of them. But like the way my room is set up now, like things collect on top of my cubes. Like it just becomes like a miscellaneous drop zone where I'm just like, oh, I'll take care of this later. And it sits there for days, if I'm honest, sometimes even weeks. So it's a habit I need to break for sure. But how do you guys deal with new product? Are you really good about putting it away as soon as you purchase it, or are you kind of like me where you have it and you kind of put it somewhere with all intents and purposes of like putting it away, you know, as it should be, and you just forget about it or put it off? I'm sure some people are just like, Jess, how do you forget about these really pretty things that you buy? Like, how do you not get excited to like play with them? So when I know it's strange, right? First of all, I buy too much. I will openly admit I love buying as much as I like creating. So when I see product on sale, I don't always practice what I preach, which is just you have enough, you don't need to buy any more. Which is what I tell you guys all the time. Like, let your space define how much you can own. I break that rule all the time. I openly admit it. I'm a walking contradiction. I can't help it when I find stuff that's on sale and it's pretty and it's things I love. I just can't say no. It's a weakness of mine. But because I have so much product, like, I really try, it's kind of funny. I have a really good sense in a lot of ways. Like, I know when I bought things, as strange as that is, I can kind of remember when I purchase things. So I try to work through some of my, you know, my older purchases first before, or the older collections first before I buy new. So like, even though I bought these recently, they're kind of considered older collections now. So I'll probably move those kind of into the middle where I'll use them. Whereas like my hip kits, for example, I do work those on a monthly basis, but I don't know, just in general, I kind of try and use my old stuff up first and then tackle my new stuff. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I hope it does. I try to tap into my old stuff first, at least. I'm not always successful, but you know, sometimes you just want to play with the new things, the new collections, and that's okay too, as long as you use it. And I am good about using my product when I have time to scrap. This tag is just too low. I'm just going to tuck this in here for now. I do try and use up my product, so it won't sit for very long, but when I get into the flow of things, I'll use up what I need to. All right, so this is a sticker book, so I just have a little bin for these down here. So, these are larger rub-ons, and I have rub-on, well, one's flat stickers and the other's a rub-on, and I have binders for these, so let's get those out. All right. So I think, ooh, that's gonna cut it close. I don't know if this is gonna fit. Let's see. It's like a whole package of these A5 page protectors. So this is how I organize my flat stickers and my rub-ons and my tiny alphas, and I love it. So I might be able to trim the sides of this a little bit and fit it in there. Let's see. It's just a little too big. Well, first let's see if taking it out of the package makes a difference. No. All right, let's see if I can trim it down. This is a tricky one because there's really nowhere, I mean, it would be hard to cut this in half. So I'm gonna see if trimming this down does the trick. I hope so. Oh, I think it did. Yay! All right, success. Rub on in here. Now I should have probably checked to see if I had a, oh, look at that. I have a spot. Let's turn this sideways here. Beautiful. And then I got these these are from Dollar Tree. These really pretty gold foil alphas, which I'm going to consider flat stickers, so I'll probably put these up front. That will work. So I keep my flat stickers and rub-ons in the same binder. Now these, I don't really have a lot to trim that I can trim here, so I am just going to have to cut these in half and fit them in sideways. And that's okay. I can just take them out and look at them when I need to. There we go. there's that binder system. Those are all taken care of. All right. So we are getting there. How are we doing on time? Ooh, we have only a minute left. Wow, that 20 minutes went by fast. All right, we're gonna keep going because I'm about halfway through this pile. So next are my thickers and stickers. I think you guys have seen over and over again how I organize these, but you know what? It is still my favorite system. And if you haven't tried it yet, you may want to. You may want to. I just find this to be the easiest method, and it's the 6x12. I think it's called Polymer sleeves. I'll make sure to put the link below. This one's been used and abused over and over and over again. I think it's Polymer sleeves. I'll see if I can't get you. This might be too wide as well. I'm gonna have to trim this down a little bit. I get them off Amazon, and I buy them in packs of 100 because, oh, there we go. 20 minutes is up. If you guys are done, if you're just sticking to 20 minutes, you can, you know, walk away from your task and do something fun. Or if you're kind of in a rhythm like me, we can continue on this venture until we complete it. So stick around if you like. Yeah, so I get these 6x12 polymer bags. I think it's polymer. Anyways, I'll put the link below for my thickers, and they just work out wonderful. I can reuse them. They slide in and out nice and easy. You don't have to fight with the packaging, the original packaging that these come with, because once you open them, it's just really hard to get them back in, and you fight with it. It's just not worth it. And these bags are reusable. They last a really long time. I think I've been doing this system for a couple years now, and I absolutely love it. I have no complaints whatsoever about it. It's been a really good system. So now I just gotta get these guys in. These ones are flimsier than normal. You know, and I'm going on, oh, that's why. Oh, that's weird. Oh, that one's like through the packaging. Well, that's odd. Okay. All right. There we go. So with my flat stickers, I do the same thing. These are a little bit longer, but they still fit just fine. It just peeks up over the top a little bit. And when I have more than one of the same, I just stick them in the same bag. So as you can see, it just creeps over the top just a little bit. But that's fine. All right. So what are you guys tackling right now? What are the projects? Are you continuing to work through, you know, your craft room organization, or are you focusing on, you know, crafting and some projects right now? What are you working on in the new year? Do you have some goals for 2021? I have a few, but nothing, you know, like no real deadlines. It's just kind of a wish list of things I want to get to. I like to keep it kind of fluid because I really am a scrapper that I scrap based on my mood. So it's therapeutic to me, and so I don't like to put hard deadlines on anything because I don't want the stress that comes that comes along with it. I want to be able to, you know, enjoy my scrappy time without any strings attached. So I like to keep, you know, my goals pretty open-ended. But I was going through my albums the other day, and I realized that I need to buy some more 12x12 albums because a lot of mine are just getting so full that I can't fit many more layouts in them. So I'm like shopping around and trying to figure out where I should get them. So I know they're expensive. I'm prepared, you know, to spend some money on them. And, you know, it is what it is. They're, you know, for good quality 12 by 12 albums, you're going to pay a little bit of money for them. But do you guys have a favorite place where you buy your 12 by 12 albums? Do you have a shop you prefer? I know some people go to scrapbook.com. I don't think I've ever actually purchased any of their albums, but if you have, I'd love to hear what you think of their quality. I have purchased Becky Higgins, We Are Memory Keepers, and Close to My Heart in the past. All of which I do like, but if there's something new out there or a different product line that you recommend, I would love to hear from you. I'm always willing to try something new. I do like the D-ring albums. Those are my preferred. I did try the postbound. The Close to My Heart has really nice postbound albums, and I did love them, but I just found them cumbersome in the way of, like, if you want to put your album together in chronological order, like taking them apart and re-putting them back together, it's just kind of a tedious pain in the tushy type of thing. It got old after a while. So I found out, for me, since I don't scrap chronologically and I just kind of toss my layouts in there, and then when the album's full, I'll actually go back through and reorganize my layouts in you know, the chronological order. So the D-rings are just so much easier to do that with. But I do find that if you're giving an album as a gift for somebody who is not a scrapbooker and they're just going to enjoy it for, you know, to like look through it, I think the postbounds are just beautiful, and I think they make wonderful gifts. So when I usually make albums, that's for somebody else, I usually will put them in a postbound album, understanding that it's a one and done kind of thing. I won't be in and out of it. And those gifts, I usually scrap them in the order in which I'm going to put the pages. Or I'll just leave the pages loose until I'm ready to put the album together. So I do like them. They're just, for me, for my albums, they don't work as well. But yeah, so if you have recommendation on a brand of albums that you recommend, I'd love to hear from you and what they are. I'm always willing to try something new. But I do different colors. I don't really have, you know, like a theme. I like to have the label on the end of it. You know how some come with like a blank spine? I prefer the ones with the little frame that you put the label in, because I like to do photos on my label, on my spines of my albums. So I prefer ones that have the little area for the photo. But other than that, material, color, it's just whatever I find that I like. I have some black, I have some colored, I have some gold. Oh, this is backwards. I actually bought a couple of Becky Higgins albums that were on sale. They're like a gold stripe. Wouldn't have been my first choice, but I got a stellar deal on them, and I'm like, you know what? It's an album, and I've got a need for them, and so I purchased them. Now, if it's like a bright orange or a neon green, I don't know if I would, even on sale, if I would buy it. Is there a color that, or some colors that you guys are just like, I don't care how cheap it is, I would not buy it? Yeah, it would be kind of like neon colors or like something like that for me. I don't know if I could do it. Don't know if I could do it. Because I have to look at it on my shelf. I want it to be somewhat of a color that is appealing to me. Oh, but it's just really funny how we think about some things, right? But anywho, when I was looking through my albums, so I need to seriously sit down and like take some time to like put them in order. So I actually wanted to ask you all, like, how would that be for a 20-minute motivator? I don't know how many of you are in the same boat where you either have albums that are out and about on a shelf needing to put in an album, which we've done that before, and I'm guilty of that as well. But this really is going through an album and putting them in chronological order when the album's full. So I was thinking that would be a really good 20-minute exercise because I really need to do it. And I love these videos for that very reason. It's great motivation. So that might be an upcoming one. So let me know down below if it's something you would find interesting for a video. All right, a couple more things and we are almost done. I've got some stamps. They had some Heidi Swap stamps on sale. So I am going to put them in without a backer right now because I realize I need to order some more printer cardstock. I do not have any. And I really try to avoid using my nice scrapping cardstock for stuff like this. I try to avoid that. All right, so I need my label maker. Let's grab that. So these Heidi Swap stamps don't really have names. So I guess it's just going to be Heidi Swap. At least I know the maker. I'm happy with that. All right, font, size. So I got 2 Heidi Swaps. I'm going to print the labels all at once so I don't waste tape. I have a pink paisley. These stamps were $1.97. I just feel like that's a really great deal. This is Bloom Street. Oh, I stack these, don't I? Can't do that. Schmel, Never Grow Up. And then this is just a generic dog one. I couldn't help it. Alright. So actually I'm gonna print these. So I only have 2 of these. So how do you organize your stamps? Have you adopted the envelope system, or do you store them in a different way? I actually just had a conversation with somebody on the craft room cleanup group talking about how they use the binder system for their stamps and dies, and I thought that was an interesting concept. I've heard about it before, and I've also heard that the weight, not so much, I mean maybe the stamps, but the weight of the dies tend to, you know, cause the page protectors holes to like rip and tear over time. So I've never tried that system personally, just for that feedback. But if you guys do store your stamps and or dies in a binder, have you had success with it? Do you like it? Is it long lasting? Or do you have a different method in which you store your stamps and dies, other than the envelope system? I know Close to My Heart has some special containers for their stamps that you can get, and I'm not sure. I'm not sure of any other stamp storage that I'm aware of off the top of my head that, you know, it's really these pockets that are the most popular, and I love them. I love this system so very much. Never Grow Up. So I've never found a need to like find another solution because this works so well for me. But I'd love to hear, you know, others and how you store. Because I like to try out new methods, because you never know. Like, I feel like this is perfect for me, but somebody might come up with a different way of doing things and it just might blow my mind. I'm like, oh, I would have never thought of that. So I love it when you all share. I just think our little community we have is so great. You guys are all so really good at sharing and giving me new ideas. And so, yeah, I'd love to hear, you know, what your stamp storage method is, if it's different than mine. That would be really cool. And anything else for that matter. If you guys are not a part of my craft room cleanup Facebook group, I definitely encourage you to go join us. We have a really great group over there, a lot of like-minded folks that are, you know, all motivated to get their craft rooms tidied up, and they're so awesome about sharing their ideas. Just there's so much creative storage out there that I've just never even heard of until, you know, these wonderful ladies have joined this group and said, you know, this is how I store this, or here's my method. And it's just so cool to see all the different ways of storing the same product. So if you haven't made it over to that Facebook group, I definitely encourage you to do so. Not only for the community and all the great ideas, I also, you have access to my craft room cleanup guide. It's free. And I also have created some learning units, or some units that break the craft room cleanup guide down into sections. So it's easier to follow. And I have some video content coming as well to coordinate with the craft room cleanup guide and those various units. So it's just a, you know, a way to help you overcome the overwhelming task of organizing your craft room. It really can be so overwhelming for many people, because we acquire so much product. And if you guys watched my redo, you saw at the beginning how just crazy messy it was, pulling everything out, going through everything. It's, as soon as you start doing it and everything's just out in the middle of your floor, you're just like, you kind of stop for a moment and you ask yourself, what did I get myself into? Like, why did I start this project? But if you can just push through that mental block, I tell you what, the end result is so worth it. You feel lighter, you fall in love with your space again, you get re-familiar with your product. Like, there's just so many gains from that exercise. It's just really great. And so my craft room cleanup guide helps you get there. It breaks down the steps for you. And it really focuses on you and your crafting style. Because that's what's most important. Organization is not, it's not a one-size-fit-all, you know, method or process. Like, it's really unique into how you tick and how you work. So I really push you to think about that through your organization journey. So yeah, I really encourage you to hop over there and join the group and have fun supporting each other organizing. So these wood veneers, I have a Christmas drawer, so I'm just going to put those in there. And I have a couple of enamel dots that I need to add to my current system. Which is this lovely system. It was one of my more recent 20-minute motivators. I absolutely love, love, love this system. And I think I have some of these already. So I want to flip through real quick and see if I have these already accounted for. Because if so, I'm just going to add them if I can. If not, I'll have to cut another sheet. And I don't have any more printer cardstock right now, so I'm just going to have to tuck these in. Yep. All right, so I don't have one. So I'm just going to put these in here for now because I need to order some more printer cardstock. And we are done. Little more than 20 minutes, not so bad, 40. You know what? But I accomplished that task. They've been staring at me for a long time since I got everything else organized. I've had this like pile of stuff giving me the evil eye saying like, put me away. So I'm so glad I got it done, and thank you guys so much for joining me on this 20-minute motivator. I always feel so much better after we do one of these. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got something accomplished as well. And I will see you guys next time. And I hope you have a wonderful evening and happy organizing. Talk to you soon. Bye.